Yo, what's up, YouTube? This is your boy Enrique, aka Biggie's Comics, coming back at you with Jimmy C's Christmas giveaway video entry. Hope I said that right. Yes, this is my contest video entry for Jimmy C. Jimmy C's a cool dude. You know, I had the privilege of meeting him one time. He actually put me on to this show on Clifton, which is actually, there's another one tomorrow, but you know, with the holidays nearing and everything going on, unfortunately I can't make it to that show, but there'll be others. Basically, I just want to say real quick that if you guys are not subscribed to Jimmy C, I suggest you do. He has really fun videos. You know, he always has a cool story. Sometimes, he haggles back and forth with these dealers, so it's always fun to hear how he goes back and forth with them, which is pretty cool. And usually, he'll end up getting some good deals out of it. And right now, he's really into the artwork. A lot of published art and things like that, which is pretty cool. Always love watching that. Us comic book collectors, it's all about the artwork. Well, not all about the artwork. I mean, we love the stories also, but the artwork is a big part of it also. That's what allures you first, at least in my opinion, the artwork allures, it attracts me first, and then I read and make sure that the story's good or not. But basically for his contest, he just wanted artwork. At first people thought it was published artwork or not published, but he basically said, whatever you want. So I'm gonna do whatever I want in this video, bro. I hope you like it though. Some of the books, I am gonna show some books. Some of them you've seen already, but it's actually some stuff that I've gotten signed, and I figured this contest fits me, talking about them again. But first, I want to take this opportunity to show off this piece right here, because to me, this is artwork also. This is my Superman statue from Kotobukiya Artifacts Plus line, and it's based on Jim Lee's artworks. There you go, bro, artwork. So it's sculpted on Jim Lee's work, so which is pretty cool. And we all know Jim Lee he draws a very good Superman and Batman and other X-Men and things like that. But I love the way he draws Superman, and that's one of the reasons I want to get this piece. It's also this piece, man. It's a PVC statue. It's not it's heavy, it's solid, but it's not one of those ceramic type that you got to worry about it breaking or anything like that. It's very durable, and it's also a affordable piece. I bought this piece about a year ago. I only paid $100 for it online on Amazon. So anyone that wants to get into the statue market and they fear that it's too out of price range, is too out of line for them, there are some nice affordable pieces that still look incredibly detailed. And as you can see, this piece is incredibly detailed. It's a beautiful Superman pose. Just you look at that and you see straight up what Superman is. Superman is power, and the statue poses power. So I just want to give you a quick little 360 view of it. Beautiful, detailed, all the muscles, the strength, like you can see his strength in this statue. And it's straight up Jim Lee all around, the way he draws Superman. Cape is beautiful, the yellow S in the back. That yellow S right there always reminds me of the Christopher Reeve Superman. His costume, in the movies from 1979, they have the Superman, yellow Superman logo in the back. Beautiful, beautiful. It comes with this nice beautiful base. And the statue is pretty big itself. I'm gonna just compare it so you can see how tall it is. It's taller than a comic book, you see. So it's a pretty decent sized statue. Very good. They also make a Wonder Woman one that matches the scale, and a Batman one, so you can have all three of them. Because in the DC universe they're known as the Trinity, so you'll have all three of them, which is pretty cool. Fortunately, I only have this one, but eventually I'll get the other two also to add them to my collection. And this is also one of the ones I have on my shelf because it's not one of my bigger. I have some bigger pieces, but I don't have them out like I told you guys before. But hopefully, by the summer, I'll be in a better place and I'll be able to show you guys more of them. So I wanted to add this, to Jimmy C's contest as art. All right. Then the next thing we got here is, let me just move them to the side right there. This right here. This is also a piece of artwork, but it's not published art, but it is it's artwork to me. It's Arthur Sudan's take on The Walking Dead, Carlin Rick, and he signs it right. It's signed right here. And actually, this I won it on the Comic Book Fanatics 100 sub contest video. that I did for them. So, you know, it's a beautiful piece, and definitely when I get my man cave, I'm definitely gonna frame this and put it on my wall. You know, I'm a big fan of The Walking Dead. My wife is a big fan of The Walking Dead, and I couldn't ask for a better prize than this. So you got the signature there, Arthur Sudan. All right. And the next thing that I'm gonna show you guys is, you know, a few weeks ago. Well, actually, it was last month. Artist Cliff Chiang was at my local shop doing a signing there, but you know, he was also doing sketches there, which is cool. But I didn't know he was doing, because they didn't advertise the sketches. They was just advertising the signing of the books. And you know, some people there had the blank variant covers, and they brought it there. He did quick he did quick sketches, I thought, but they were full-page sketches. What he did, like, he would do Miss Marvel's entire face, covering the whole cover, so which was cool. And it kind of sucks. I wish I would have brought one of my blank. I have a blank Secret Wars one that he could have put a nice Miss Marvel there, or you know, another character that he likes to draw on there. But I did buy his Miss Marvel #1, and he was able to sign that for me there, which was pretty cool. It's right there in the upper left corner. And I'm not really a fan of Miss Marvel, but because he was there, you know, and I rarely meet any artists. It was my first opportunity to meet one, and also because of the fact that it wasn't too crowded, I was able to talk to the guy. He's a super nice guy, you know. And I know, Jimmy, I know you've mentioned it in one of your videos that you've met him, and you're absolutely correct, man. That dude is a super nice guy. You know, I was talking to him for a little bit. This is another book that he's most proud of. This one here, Paper Girls, with Brian K. Vaughan, I think, was the writer, and he did Cliff Chiang did all the artwork for it. He was super happy because you know how this is Image. You know, Image, the way they do the writers and artists, they own their own characters. So this is their story, their creation, and you know, so artists and writers are more proud of that. And I was mentioning to him that how great it was to have him at our local shop, because personally for myself, I don't really go to too many conventions and things like that, just because, you know, my family size is, you know, it's a big family I have, and like I said many times before, you know, money goes to other things other than my hobby. So when they come to your local shop, it makes it very accessible for us to go, you know, to meet him there. And you know, when I told him that, he was like, you know what, I never thought of it that way, because he does do a lot of the shows, but I'm not sure how many times he's done the local shops. You know, he didn't get into the details with that, but he says, you know what, I like that thought, and you know, I didn't think about that way. I'm gonna take a mental note of that. That's what he told me. So I guess he kind of liked the idea of going to local shops a lot. So you never know, maybe you'll see him at your local shop near you one day, you know. And just remember, if you do, Big East Comics, Enrique put the thought in his head. All right, so I got the Paper Girls #1 signed by him, and honestly, I'm gonna tell you the truth, I wouldn't have bought this unless he was there. The only reason I bought it was because it's one of the books he did. Because I'm more of like the older traditional comic books. When I think of comic books, I think of, you know, Spider-Man, Superman, Batman, Superman, you know, Flash. Like that's, to me, is comic books. The newer books, you know, I do like them. Don't get me wrong. You know, like for example, Walking Dead, independent book, and it's an awesome story. I read the Paper Girls 1, and I have Paper Girls 2 signed by him also. I read them, and it's a very, very good story, but this just hasn't sunk inside of me yet that those are comic books. You know, they're like, you know, I know they're comic books, but it's not in my head yet, you know. I still gotta get, you know, I'm still like, I guess, traditional with the old school superheroes. It's come out of me. I guess as I'm getting older, you know, I'm thinking of it that way more. But I enjoy the independent stuff that I have been reading. I read Revival, read Paper Girls, and I also read the first 2 issues of Saga, which was pretty good also, you know. But Jimmy C, that's it. That's all I got right now. You know, I hope this qualifies for your contest. You know, it was a fun video. Got to show off my statue, got to show off, you know, my print signed by Arthur Sudan, and got to share, you know, with people that may have not seen the last video where I showed off these books signed by Cliff Chiang, you know. Pretty cool. So if you guys, you know, if any of my subscribers are not subbed to Jimmy C, I suggest you do. His name is straight up just Jimmy C. Search for him, or you can see him under my like video section. I like almost all his videos, so you'll see him in my feed. And that's it. Hope everyone has a good Christmas. Jimmy C, hope you have a good Christmas, bro. And until the next video, peace.